All righty, give me 1 second. Let me do one thing real quick. 1 second, 1 second. Uh, all right, come on back. Come on back. Equipment, lighting, streaming. Chill. 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 Let's get the candle going. Uh, that music might be a little loud still. Let me bring it down a little bit. There we go. Make sure we are looking at the right display capture. We want to look at this one. Yes. Okay. Let's get it back focused on me. Full cam. That's not me. But that almost looked like it was burgundy and gold for a second. That was sweet. Let's pull the cam down. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Okay, first of all, welcome in. Welcome on in. My name is Shannon Williams. I am the OCPD coach. My goal is to help you build a healthier relationship with progress. Now you're wondering why are you putting your face so close to fire? Nah, but what you're really probably wondering is how I do that, right? Well, the way I do it is I walk you guys through my life. Every single week as a certified Scrum product owner, I use an app called Jira to manage my daily tasks, not the things I have to do for my job, but things I have to do outside of my job. And it's crazy to think that I have to have a project management tool to manage life outside of a 9 to 5. But I do. I am somebody who has ADHD. I also have OCPD. And I have OCD, but I don't see the OCD as much as the other disorders. And this stream is normally something I do every single Sunday at about 1:15 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm trying something new. We're going to move it to 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Gives me more time to just focus, get in my flow state, and then also allows me to keep the time consistent with my other streams that I do on Saturday nights. So that being said, let me just share this stream because I don't think it is. Yeah, I get automations and all that stuff set up at a different point in time, but all of that being said, let's get to it. I don't have a whole lot of time tonight because I got sidetracked for the past 3.5 hours. I was supposed to be essentially finishing what I was working on, and I didn't get to finish it. So we're going to be moving some stuff over, and I'm going to show you what it's like when you don't get things done. So let's go ahead to our active screen. All right. Now that we have this screen up, this is the screen that I go to every single day. So as I mark tasks off of my list, I move them to the done column. While I'm working on them, I move them to in progress. And if there's something that is incapable of getting completed, you'll move it to block. But as you can see, I have one thing in progress and 38 things done, which is crazy. It's crazy to think about how many things I actually got done this sprint because it's always towards the end of the sprint when I look at how many things I didn't get complete, I start to just have this guilt. It's a guilt in simplest terms. And I say, man, it's so much stuff I didn't get completed. Well, when you have your Jira board or whatever you're using, and you can see what you did earlier in the week, makes it a little bit easier to forgive yourself. So that is what we're going to be. I'm just trying to. I need to find a good angle where you guys can see me without my face getting cut off. So that's what I'm just checking out here. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. That'll work for right now. But I think I might want to move the camera back to the front. I don't really like it on the side because I'm never looking at the camera. I'm always looking at my monitors. All right. So that being said, let's go here through this list. I got sun in my eyes, so I keep messing with my eyes, guys. Man. All right. Let's get through this sprint real quick. Finalize rampage in the tax system. So this is something I've spent a lot of time working on this sprint. However, it's still not complete. It's a little bit, as I built these systems, I learned about more small special cases, and then I say, nah, I need to redo everything. So I'm getting just about there. I might even be able to wrap it up tonight, but since I'm not done right now, I'm going to let this one roll over, and that'll be our only ticket that we have in progress that we're rolling over. Now let's go ahead to our done section. So starting it off, we have build ability system part 1. So I get credit for this. This is a ticket that inside of all time wrestling, they have these different abilities where each wrestler has 4 different abilities. And I decided to go more modular with my approach so that in the future it'll be easier to add these things. And I spent a lot of time researching how these things worked. I had to understand how every single one functions, the criteria, when they will get listened to, and then the impact that they'll have afterwards. So I've started the system. That's why I have this one marked as complete because this was a part 1. And what I'll do is in this upcoming sprint, I'll do a part 2 where I actually make all of the conditions for these different abilities do something. So we'll move that into the upcoming sprint. Next thing we have is, and let me make this bigger because you guys probably can't even read what I'm looking at. So we have outline requirements for last man standing match and ATW. Knock that out. So that one is good to go. Next, we have established game rules data table. I made myself a data table for the game so that I can know all of the rules and conditions and all of these different how all of these different things interact with each other because it's a complex board game and I want to make sure I'm understanding every small detail to make sure it's accurate. And people don't really know, but many times when you're building a game that's systems focused, a lot of effort has to go into that early build to make the game modular going forward. And what it'll do is make the game easier. So when we start adding more content in the future, a lot of the systems are already built. We just need to plug in some values. And that's the goal. So I'm building it. I'm doing a lot of the heavy work up front, just so in the future it'll be easier to maintain. So got that done. Next thing, update streaming schedule everywhere. Yeah. So as I mentioned, change my streaming schedule. You'll see it updated on my YouTube banner, Twitch banner, Facebook banner, all that good stuff. Next, marketing meeting Sunday at 11 a.m. We didn't have a meeting. However, we decided to just do updates via text. So I still get credit because this, although it says marketing meeting, it really just means touch base with my marketing guy. So we did that. Next thing, create first pass of Jira to Discord bot. Yeah. So I did this and I started getting it to send messages to the Discord, but it's not sending the right data. So I'm not sure if it's a queue somehow at make.com, but for some reason it's not sending accurate data. So we'll get that resolved. Benchmark social media stats and analytics Sunday. I did that earlier today. So we are still tracking upward. We are, as you can see, at 712 wish list for mark out retro game store simulator. And that's not even branded yet. That's not even marketed heavily. So I'm excited to see what we do going forward. Next, take Shannon to his first soccer game. Yeah, my son had his first soccer game this week and he had a lot of fun. I'm really proud of him. The big thing about this is this plus his soccer practice. I thought it was something else, but it's just these 2 things that are recurring weekly. These are eating up some of my time now. So I had to drop a couple of my commitments. One of them being that Thursday stream I would do where I do a check-in. I nixed that as a stream and I'll do it as a video. So whenever I have time to do it, I'll do it. And then the other thing was the Thursday night stream. The don't add us. That's another thing I had to drop for right now. I have too much on my plate, and I need to make sure I get these things done. And family is something that you can't take off the plate. So you got to keep family there and make everything else disappear. So going forward, we have OCPD coach hyper focus stream Saturday night. So that was our stream from last night. It was a nice quiet stream. I got a lot done and still was able to interact with the chat inside of YouTube app and Twitch because I was able to use the chat box. So that was real cool, real productive. I like that stream. And going forward, I think I'm gonna do them like that. Just quiet. Let's get some work done streams. Next thing, OCPD coach Thursday update. So this is the one I changed it from being a video stream to a video. So I did upload that video. It's actually live now. So that's good to know. And what I'll probably do, I'll probably try to make sure I'm going to try to make sure they're updated in the middle of the week so that you guys actually can see where I'm at in the middle of the week. And then hopefully you guys start joining me. This isn't just something I want to do by myself. I do want to include you guys as much as I possibly can. Let me try something. As I did tell you guys I have OCD. I don't know if this is the OCD or the OCPD or the ADHD because all of them they seem to tackle me. So I'm tired of looking. I keep seeing my camera and it looks so bad. That's fine. We'll do this. That's fine. Okay. Hold on. Hearing noises outside, so I'm trying to just make sure people don't lose their minds. All right. So that's good. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm getting disturbed. I'm just hearing noises outside, noises everywhere. So had to go do a check-in, have a conversation. Let's keep going. So other things that were finished this sprint were I added this log trigger into the game. So set that up. I had a podcast. It was an ad hoc podcast because I forgot about it, but it was a planned podcast. And I think it's called King's Effect Podcast. I went on there and talked about mental health, so that was fun. I did admin planning, which is how I just prep for my sprints and my streams. I outlined the requirements for the cage match in ATW, so I got that done. Cut my son's hair. Shaved my own. What's up, bitch? Got a refund from Home Depot. So yeah, I got a wash and dryer delivered, and it was a little damage, so I got some money back. The You Seem Normal collaboration video is something I've been meaning to get uploaded, so I finally got that uploaded. Had a meeting with Jameson, which I don't think we'll be doing next week, but he actually tested out Retro Game Store Simulator and gave me some feedback. So we're going to take that feedback and do something with it. Configuring the light system for the SmackDown 2005 stage. Actually, that's what I just finished doing. So yeah, I did it where I made it where the lights were there, and now I just set them up where they can be triggered and do different lighting effects. Work out at least 2 days this week. Thursday night stream, don't add us, but this is one that won't be going forward. I got a new washer and dryer. That was this week. Wow. Created a SmackDown wrestling ring for my son. Got that done. Got 10 hours of wipe time in. 2.5 dedicated hours this week of sun time. Soccer practice for my son. Checking the mail, which is something that since I've added it, I'm actually more inclined to do it. Reading the Bible for 30 minutes. Setting up my water bill on autopay because they messed up and took it off, and I got that added. Renewing the tags for my vehicles. Doing my trademark check-in. The OCPD Coach Sunday stream from earlier this week. Designing the initial play area for ATW. Requesting a refund from Amazon, which I didn't end up needing. Spend time planning the SmackDown 2005 stage. So we did that. Billing. And picking up Osprey. Give me another minute. All right. So I got all of that done. So we're going to move forward. Let's move forward. We're going to move forward first by completing our sprint. Anything not completed here, we're going to roll it over to sprint 001. Open up a retro. And this is going to be 31st, 31st, 24th. Let's take everything out of here. We're going to put a 10-minute timer. So this is where we're going to talk about what went well, what didn't go well, and what we need to do going forward. All right, first thing, what went well? Oh, yeah. SmackDown stage came out looking amazing with lights. Did I do SmackDown stage? Yeah, better than intended. Okay. What didn't go well? Had to pause contract with consultant, animator was hired and needs to step away. What went well? Was present mentally and physically for Shannon's soccer game and practice. What didn't go well? Barely touch RGSS at all. Need to prioritize this game this week. So we're going to put that in the what can be done going forward. We'll say lost too many hours on forgotten meetings, appointments, and getting caught up in distractions. What went well? Took a proper day off for my birthday. What didn't go well? Immediately forgot that my birthday was this week. What didn't go well? Finances are getting tight business wise. All business debt is maxed. All business credit. Prioritize getting all-time wrestling milestone 1 done. What else went well this week? I was really flexible with streaming schedule and made the proper adjustments. Eliminated Thursday stream without extreme levels of guilt. What didn't go well? What went well? Spent time connecting with Come on, brother. Tier 3 relationship. Spent a lot of time with Shannon. Matches. Action figures. Spent too much money on action figures. Build budget for business and personal finances. Each of your fries has hit a development wall without my animator. Okay. What went well? Finally starting to have a better understanding of ATW game. Got projector screens working on SmackDown stage with lights. Spent less time browsing videos on YouTube. What didn't go well? What will be done going forward? Need to try reading Bible as a family. Did I put something in here about my new washer and dryer? Yep. Okay. What didn't go well? Okay. Found peace in pivoting certain tasks to next sprint. Um, okay, what else didn't go well? Communicated. So I might have communicated too sharply at times this week. So we can work on that. Okay. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We're not even gonna do a deep dive tonight because I'm getting tired and I want to make sure I get through this sprint with all my energy. So now let's just set 10 minutes to get our sprint organized and make sure we have everything we need to do. So I basically want to punt out anything I need to just I'm gonna bump up everything I know I have to do. I'm gonna move to the top and then we'll work down from there. And let's create another sprint called the ice box. These are things that are frozen until I'm able to actually do them. And let's move icebox to the bottom. All right. So certain things we're going to move to icebox, such as this. He has no soccer practice this week. White time. So white time, sun time, check mail, read Bible. All of these. Oops. All of these need to go up. Let's bump this out. We don't need to talk career mode yet. Build MVP list for RGSS playtest and demo. I would love to do this. Configure the play area. I love to do that. Building this dynamic ruthless aggression ramp. I'm not looking at that this sprint or next sprint. Laying down the floors in the laundry room. Let's bump that to next sprint. If I can do it, cool, but I'm not gonna prioritize it. The patent, we're not even gonna worry about that this sprint. It's too much stuff in motion. New Steam capsule will bump out. Let's get the logo focused on first. Now the shopping cart system, I have somebody else working on it. I haven't heard anything, so I might end up having to do it myself. We'll see. Spending time planning the raw stage. That won't be until third sprint from now. And we can drop first here. That's a good 2. So we have shaving, admin planning, this. All of these go up here. Creating establishing tickets for EYF. I thought I moved to sprint 3, but maybe I made sprint 3 and forgot to do it. Okay. Create tickets based on feedback from Jameson's playthrough. Yeah. Marketing cleanup. Let's bump out marketing cleanup to sprint 2 just because I want to get the logo made. If I get the logo made, perfect. Implementing sound effects, I love to do that next sprint for markout. I mean retro game store simulator. Even building the MVP list, I mean I'm talking 7 days from now, I probably won't have that ready. So let's move that to sprint 2 also. The budget, uh let's move the budget over one and PO box subscription. Let's move this. Let's move that to next sprint. Let's change this to be from P1 to P2. I think that's good to go. So it's about 25 tickets I'm committing to. Oh, I do have things that I don't have in here. So let's say another one we have is okay. That should be it. That should be all. So that being said, we are going to go ahead and start our sprint. Not worried about a goal. I hope it's a week long. I didn't even check it. All right, and we can move over our Sunday stream because that's what we're doing right now. So got a lot of work ahead of me. Um, just gonna move over stuff I know I can't complete right now. Oh, I'm moving into the wrong thing. Okay, the rest of this stuff. I'm gonna check mail a couple times. So I was trying to see where I wanted to put it in here. But let's put it at the bottom so it's not something that's urgent at the top of my list. Move up ability system to the top. Move blocking system up to the top. That should be straightforward. Configuring the play area. This is honestly a stretch. If we can pull it in, cool, but not top of the list priorities. Okay. Okay, and then let's move our trademark up to the top because we can knock that out fast. And we're good to go. So, oh man. Hopefully I don't have too much ad hoc stuff come in. I have a tendency to do that. But that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. And let's do a check-in really, really soon. And I got my socks right here because I took my socks off. But I hope y'all have a great week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you have any questions, we have a chat Discord link right there if you want to join the Discord. And did it work? All right, I don't see it. But that being said, y'all have a great one. Keep fighting for your life. See you in the next one. Peace.